everyone, Victoria Cochrane here, running late again. Sorry. Just had someone pop into my room and want to buy all my books, which was awesome, but then it made me a little bit late, but not to worry. I am here in my room in Wynyard, northwest coast of Tasmania, thinking of everybody who's locked down still, and hoping that you're all staying positive, doing lots of puzzles, cooking lots of nice food, and keeping in touch with your family and loved ones. Hi, Kerry. Yeah, lovely to see you. And so it's all a bit tricky, isn't it? We were supposed to go to Melbourne on Tuesday and have cancelled that, and then we have 2 children in the Melbourne and surrounds and all our family, and then a son up on the Sunshine Coast. So we thought, we'll fly to Brisbane and we'll go get some warm weather and go see him. But that's a little bit dicey at the moment too, so goodness knows whether we'll get there or not. But all we can do is try. Just cross-posting to my page, Victoria Cochrane, Psychic Communication and Spiritual Healing. Hi Vicky, lovely to meet you. Welcome to the Spiritual Wisdom Hour, which is just really about me talking to you about spiritual development and how you can empower yourself to raise your vibrations and live your best spiritual life, be more connected, and see more than just what's around in the physical. Hi Michelle. Oh really, Zoom works well once you get into Zoom. I've never actually been able to work out how to use Zoom to get onto here, but one day I'll just do it until I can get there. Hi Linda, lovely to see you too. Hi Connie. So I hope that goes well for you, Michelle. Hi Judith, lovely to see you too. So how are we going? I think we need some positive messages, don't we? So it was really lovely, this lady. I have my newsletters outside my room on the wall because I'm only here by appointment, and I got times wrong this morning, so I've been sitting here fossicking and fiddling around on my computer trying to hook up people on WhatsApp and whatever, wasting lots of time. And my door was open and this lady came to get my newsletter, and she said, "Oh, can I come in for a minute?" And it was like I was a rock star or something that she was so thrilled to see. And she's been coming to get my newsletters and working on herself, and bought all my books and has booked to come and see me tomorrow. But it was just so humbling that someone who's really working on their journey was so thrilled to see that I was here and that she could talk to me. I am just a normal person like everyone else, and I love to help people, but I'm never going to be a guru. I am just here to help people for as long as they need, and it was just lovely, really. But I always try to make people feel comfortable, and having a connection and being able to channel messages and stuff. It's just, I think it makes us more responsible actually to really share with everybody what's going on, and to really make time for people like that lovely lady who has been following me for a while, and I had no idea. So how wonderful was that? Hi Kelly, lovely to see you up in Cairns. I hope you're going okay up there. Hi Lisa, great to see you too. So it's so good to see people jumping on, and I am just looking for positive messages that might just help people with what's going on. You know, I wrote this book in 2013, and you know, since then I've sorry, I don't like these things much. And since then I've written 2 more books and always thought they were kind of a bit more powerful. But this one in particular has quite a few messages I'm starting to discover that are really quite relevant and coming to pass kind of things. And I have read last week or the week before chapter 10, Protecting the New Energies, and these are available online on Amazon and stuff like that. I've only got $10 on them. Hi Nikki, how are you? But just talking about if people don't wake up, then things are going to happen. Well, things are happening that are really shaking everybody up. And so I think I should just read this one, which doesn't make any predictions, but just talks about gifts. And perhaps that might be a nice thing to do. And then I will do collective reading, and we will do individual readings in about 15 minutes. The gifts of Mother Earth are many, and man reaps the rewards of her bounty. He uses her resources and bleeds them dry. However, many of you treasure her gifts and are protectors rather than destroyers. To protect Mother Earth is to respect her sacredness, which in turn shows respect to oneself, for you are a sacred being of light who is undergoing a human experience. Life is sacred and must be nurtured and protected. There are agreements on Earth between man and animals. Some animals have agreed to give themselves to man for food. This is a true gift of nature and continues now after ascension. To kill for food is a natural cycle of evolution, but it is necessary to give thanks and blessings for the gifts provided to you in order to maintain or raise their vibrations to the highest nutritional level. If you do not give thanks for the gifts of the earth, the vibrations of the food will be lower and your body will not gain the benefits that were intended. All life, whether human, animal or plant, has a consciousness. The smallest life form on earth still breathes in the creator essence of life. All life is sacred, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem. Each insect, each creature, each plant, and each person are living and pulsating with the Creator's life force within them. To take a life without permission or a blessing is an impingement upon freedom, and the energy that is returned to you will be tainted as a result. And we're talking about picking fruit and all sorts. It's not actually killing humans so much, but it is about respecting the life that, and it's also about sustainable return. And I do know that some people still won't agree with this even, and that's absolutely fine. All gifts are freely given. Mother Earth gives up her bounty with joy and abandonment, but she expects the returns to be ones of respect and sustainability. Every gift has its limits, and every life form must be allowed to replenish itself and to continue its evolutionary path. No form of life should be allowed to become extinct. There should be enough for everyone to share without greed exceeding need. Take the gifts that are offered to you, always giving thanks and showing gratitude for receiving them. Reward Mother Earth by replenishing her stocks and allowing time for regrowth of what you take. Plundering will only lead to destruction and imbalance. Where life can be left alone, allow it to live. All creatures and life forms have a place in the garden of Mother Earth, which is part of the all and is God-given. Hi Natasha, I am well, thank you very much. And so I just wanted to read a little bit about this too. Chapter 7, The Winds of Change. And remember, this was 2013. Still applies now. Wind is in the trees, it blows across the seas. Winds bring change in the weather, in the temperature, and in moods. There are many changes in the winds. They speak of great change and many events that will or have already changed lives and the directions of those lives in the future. Because Mother Earth now sits in the fifth dimension, her frequencies are higher and her vibrations are faster. She speaks of love and peace, not of hatred and war. Her vibrations will no longer tolerate the foibles of man. Great word that, foibles. It is time for man to step up out of the density of thinking, that is the third dimension, and take the leap of faith to consciously raise his vibrations to become one with Mother Earth. See this change as it is, as one of saving your planet from extinction. It has been a long time in the planning and has occurred due to a long reign of terror by humankind. We do not say this in jest. The plundering of Mother Earth by your kind has been fierce and rampant. There are those who would protest they have done all they can to protect her, and we acknowledge this, but it has not been enough. The changes occurring in your weather patterns of late are no accident, nor are they all brought about from the same source. Many floods are a cleansing of negative energies such as corruption, greed and lies that have been told for personal gain. You cannot hold on to any wealth that has been attained through corruption. These energies cannot be tolerated in the fifth dimension. The great global crash where everybody lost their money, that was part of that. You may feel you're an innocent party caught up in the cleansing, but this is just an unfortunate consequence of the actions of a few that have impacted upon many. There are dark forces upon the earth who have been instigating many events that have caused death and destruction to humankind. Their reign of terror is now coming to an end because they cannot stay in the fifth dimensional vibrations of Mother Earth. People no longer believe the propaganda fed up to them on a platter, nor will they be led to the slaughter unknowingly anymore. And it went on for quite a few years that they did. But now, in 2020 and 2021, it's actually not. Hi Helen, great to see you. The time has come for the darkness to be consumed by the light. It has happened and it is done. So it just talks about what will happen when we do finally reach ascension, that everything will settle down, but it's still not happening, is it? And we just need to really raise our vibrations and just really work hard on that. And I was looking online the other day because I have talked to Creator about what we need to do, and he said harmonic resonance. We need to be in harmonic resonance. So then I was thinking, well, I do know there's the Schumann resonance, and we do need to be in a vibrational pattern of harmony with the earth, but actually we also need to be in a vibrational pattern of harmony within ourselves. And so I did find an article on the harmonic resonance, which I really liked, and it just talks about how when things resonate with us and when we are comfortable within our own skin and our truth resonates with our being, then we are vibrating at a level that is going to harmonise with the earth, and that's what we need to be doing. We can send energy and love to the earth, and we must be doing that too. But it's more about, I've always said, haven't I, about working on ourselves and about loving ourselves and being in our truth and being happy and safe to share our truth with others, even if it doesn't resonate with them. But as long as it resonates with the vibrational energies that are coming now from the earth, which are fifth dimensional and higher galactic ray, so from rays 8 to 12, then we are going to be helping the earth exponentially. Hi Jessica, lovely to see you. So I really just, if you look up harmonic resonance, and I did actually save it, I don't know if I've got it here that I can just quickly whip up. It's too long to read, but it was just really resonated with me. I can search for it, but anyway, just look that up if you can. No, it's not there, because it was just awesome to just think about harmonic resonance comes from within us. So, food for thought. So, I would like to pull some cards, and actually these ones are jumping out at me today. Divine Abundance Oracle cards that I got up in Sydney, and I do love that. And this is for everybody. So just messages for us. But there's a message inside the box cover here that I really like. And these cards are by Tosha Silver. Allow me, Divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. And that puts you in balance. When you give out, you must give back. Too many people giving too much and not receiving, or just take and not giving back. So, hi Sandra, lovely to see you. So, let's see some messages for everybody today to help put you back into balance and be in flow so you can receive the abundance of the universe. Yes, I will get onto the cards very soon. Here we go. So, liberation, beautiful card. And this one says, the doubts and fears still come up. You don't believe anymore that they're you. So we'll always have doubts and fears, but when we trust in our connection to the divine, trust that we're here for a reason, that we have a purpose, and trust in ourselves, then we are liberated and we're free to fly within spiritual law, of course, to create our best spiritual life. Your path. So it says, dear Lord, I'd rather say, Creator, I do intend to trust that there's a plan far beyond what I see through my fears and illusions. And that's the thing. There's so many fears and illusions going on at the moment. We need to really trust. Hi Hannah, lovely to see you. Hi Sandy. And freedom. So it's all about liberation and trusting in our path, and freedom to let go of resentment. I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. So Lord Melchizedek's been with me when I've been working with people. I'm kind of feeling Metatron today, and I'm just, hi Nicole, I'm just going to ask Metatron, just if you give permission, please, you need to just give Metatron permission to help to clear the blocks of fear and low vibrational thought patterns that are keeping you from raising your vibrations and stepping further onto your spiritual path, the one that's been designed for you and the one that is going to lead you to create better things for yourself and the world around you. And so just allowing Metatron's golden light, well, I'm seeing the golden light, but he also can be signified by silver, by magenta, and by aqua. And just grounding right down into your abundance chakra, which is your base chakra, and cleansing your emotional and mental and spiritual bodies of fear, discordant energy, taking away hooks that might be there from other people and also into the collective consciousness, any negative energy that's no longer serving you, any entities, wayward spirits, anything that's hanging around that's not good for you, and just bringing your aura and bodies, chakras and cells and organs into harmonic resonance and balance. And just really, if you allow yourself to accept your truth and allow yourself to be in the highest vibration of the fifth dimension that you can be, and just allow that to, hi Catherine, great to see you, to integrate You may feel a release out of some of your chakras. If you feel a bit lightheaded, that's all right. Just ask for a bit of grounding. Drink some water. It's very helpful. And then I'm going to choose another card that might signify the clearing and where that might lead. Not from here though. Lightworker Oracle cards. Yes, please leave. Ah, that's right. Give permission and allow it to leave. Beautiful job. Okay. Okay, here we go. So beautiful. Hold your centre. And that's what we need to do, and it's very difficult to do for some people. But the higher your vibration, the easier it will be. So just really bringing in that light and just allowing yourself to be in a light meditative state where you can just be aware of your connection and aware of your centre and mindful of yourself in the present. And that will be helpful for everybody. And karmic clearing, so that's just a sign that there has been some clearing for people today. So that's awesome. Better out than in is always my motto. And master healing. So it's like just resolving the past and allowing the future to be the best future that it could be, because it's not written in stone until it's happened. So also you can just ask or hold the intention that Archangel Metatron continue this healing for you, even every night. If you do have a lot to release, the Masters will be there in a flash to help you. So there you go. All right. So I will need to leave a bit early today, so I'll start my individual readings now. And I might just choose energy oracle cards today. Nicole says, I'd love to see my soulmate Pat, who passed last year, as a message for me and advice in connection to the situation with my other friend. Tuning in on you. You've done what you can do. Just ask that the energy between you be cleared and send her love, but really she's nearly stealing your energy again, Nicole, so it's time to let go and just allow yourself to heal, and she's made her choices. That's what Pat's saying. And here, choose the light path, take action, and just time for you to move forward. And if she's left behind, then that's her choice. So yes, Sandra, you may. Hi, Laura Lou. Okay, so I'll just get through as many as I can. So Sandra, just tuning in on you. You have got a connection to your higher self, Sandra. And also, Archangel Michael says you just need to ground and now just really anchor in your I am presence. I feel that you've probably been doing a fair bit of work, judging by the light that I can see there that's golden. Lots of thinking around. You've got lots of mental body around you, so you are in your head a lot, so make sure that you're just allowing yourself to be in flow. And base chakra is feeling safe and secure, not overthinking, just trusting. So anchoring in your connection more so that you can ask for things from the universe and trust them. I think that's the message for you today. So that was for Sandra Hudson. Lisa, would love a message from someone in heaven if drawn to me today, please, Victoria. Okay. I wonder if it'll be Nan, Lisa, or somebody else today. No, it's Nan. She's right there. Has she been around a lot? Because she's really close. And she says the chickens are coming home to roost. New chickens are hatching. What does that mean, Nan? I think that family who've had their knickers in a knot, as she would say, perhaps finding out that maybe they were wrong. And she's laughing her head off. And she says now's the time to for you to know what she's trying to say. New chickens are hatching. Other than you have anybody about to have babies soon, new situations which it's like new circles of friends and new people coming in for you so that you can actually start to meet people that are more like-minded, and she doesn't quite understand still all this spiritual stuff, but she's getting a bit of a first-hand look at it. But she says, yeah, new people, new things are happening. You've been a bit worried about things, perhaps, Lisa. So that's what she's saying. You know, family members are now realising that, and she realises too, she wasn't right. So it's all coming home to roost for them, but not to worry because you will be moving on. She's kind of saying, leave them be, move on. They've bled you enough. Anyway, I have to leave it there, but I hope that is kind of clear. Hannah, physically attacked frequently. Yeah, there's a lot of physical attack going on. Just going to protect myself before I tune into you too, Hannah. Calling in the archangels to keep me protected. I'll have a check. You've got a big wall behind you of anger and anxiety. Not sure that it all comes from you, but I'd be asking Metatron, Archangel Michael, to actually close that off and to cut ties with the human collective consciousness, but anybody else who has been attacking you psychically, and work on raising your vibrations higher, because when we're of a low vibration, and I'm not that's not a judgment, it's just like we can get dragged into fear, and then when we're attacked, that's really, it really causes a lot of anxiety and fear. So the more you can do to clear yourself and work in the Creator's light, the better. So it's like journey towards the light, and really try to cut ties with the past too. So anybody that you've had dealings with, I really feel like you need a pretty big healing on past stuff. but really call in your protection. But the only way is up vibrationally. Yeah. So, Nelson, any signs for me? Love to hear. Okay, let's have a look. You're a warrior working your way through hostilities, but that can be a bit of an alarming card sometimes. But it's also like you've got the sword there. It was Archangel Michael's sword. I never think of it as anything different. So all you need to do is to call in, that's the sign, the sword, to call in Archangel Michael to protect you and to help you to move forward without always stumbling upon other people's issues or having to deal with things that are just annoying and in your way. So I think that's a sign, is to trust that you can move forward. You've just got to call on your own strength and ask the archangels, ask Archangel Michael and Creator to help you. You've got this. So I hope that helps, Nelson. Natasha, would you like a reading? Let's have a look. Haven't seen you for a while, so glad to see you. Woman holding a coin. Natasha, your business must be starting to take off again, is it? Or you've got some, I just need to check that I'm not going flat. Thought that I was plugged in. So you have good business sense, Natasha, and so important for you to be in charge of that and perhaps really start to branch out more in your business and your business plan. Oh, caring connection too, that's a good one. And thinking man. You're going into partnership with your partner or your husband. If so, it's going to work well. So good luck with that. Kerry, love to do a reading for you. Kerry Addison. Always a lovely, loyal follower. So just need to have some water. Okay. Oh, there it is. Attachment. There's still worry there, Kerry, and just wondering about the outcome. Have you had your back operation yet, or is it about something else? Try to let go of any attachment to any outcome. Just really focus on the journey of it and releasing any worry and just making sure that you're fully informed of what's going on and that you're holding positive intentions without attaching to them, to the outcome. But here's Jesus, healer of the ages, so everything's going to be fine. You just really need to stop worrying because you just make yourself ill. Hopefully that helps you. Nakia would love a card. Okay, and Jessica, I'll have a look into that. So this is for Nakia. Oop, dropping cards everywhere. Community. So this is now a sign. It's a 7. So a sign, Nakia, that your spiritual family is coming in spirit, but also on earth, and to just to trust that the people that you meet who are guiding you and helping you, and the connections that you have are actually there for a reason and meant to be. But these fell out too. So Archangel Metatron, we did a quick meditation with him today. So call on him for further healing and guidance, and unlock your heart to romance. They all fell out for you, Nikki. So I kind of feel, because there's red in here too, so the people that you meet are not by chance, and that someone is coming in to help you to learn to trust and love again, and it's guided by Metatron. So that's pretty amazing. That's beautiful reading for you, Nakia. Jessica says, my mum has been struggling of late with her mental health. She dearly misses her grandmothers. Is there any guidance from them? So sorry to hear that. Okay. Tuning into you first, Jessica, so I can get a hold of your mum's energy just to... so I've got your grandmothers in between you and your mum. There's one that maybe talked a bit more. She's a little bit higher. I get Violet, but I don't know if that's... Sometimes names come out and they're not right, but they kind of feel that her mind is a bit like her wardrobes, a bit cluttered. That's so funny. It's funny, but it's not funny, but that she needs to just really start to read more positive things, talk about more positive things, and to actually maybe even clean up so that, you know, start to get some more order around things. They're always there. She wouldn't miss their nagging. She has such a good heart, your mum, that she's just allowed herself to run out of puff, is what they say. So lots of love, lots of chicken soup, ham broth, ham sandwiches, mustard, no mustard, I don't know. Funny, it's all coming in. So big hugs, but just be kind. Allow her to be kind to herself and don't let her take on too much. I hope that helps. And a card for her is, and be surrounded by family. And the family, they're there. There's the rainbow. They're always there watching. So connect in and just feel their energy and their love. But, you know, to actually really just look after each other, be kind to each other. So I hope that's helpful. Okay. Natasha says still upset about the in-laws and can't shake it off. Okay, so what did I pull for you? Oh, was it? Oh, the woman and the man. Okay, now I get it. And you in the middle, now I get that. So I get that reading. All right, so let's have a card just to answer that. Just meditate with Archangel Metatron and just ask him to help you clear the energy and to raise your vibrations. Bring in the violet flame, and just it's you and your husband, so the in-laws will just have to sort themselves out. But the more vibrational, the higher vibrationally that you are, the better. So Metatron says, call him in and he'll help you. So now I understand that reading. Thanks, Natasha. Okay, Sandy. My energy feels slightly blocked at this stage in my life. I would love a general reading for some guidance from Spirit. Okie dokie. Hi, Annette. Lovely to see you. I hope you're well. Hope you're surviving lockdown up there in Sydney. Lisa says, Hannah says she has mental illness. I do hope that... but I did tap into something you and your hubby have been working on, so that's good for the validation, but I think I could have read it the other way with the in-laws as well. Hi, Deborah. Great to see you. Right, so I'm just going back here. Sorry, Sandy. I might just have a tune in to see where you're blocked. I'm just silent because I'm focusing on you, because if I think about too much then the cards don't come out right. So you've just got to really focus when you're shuffling, because as soon as you think about something else, that's what they focus on. Really blocked in your solar plexus, but it really goes out quite wide. It's like far-reaching issues with family and perhaps past stuff as well that really needs to be resolved and healed for you, but probably more the way you feel about yourself in relation to all of what's happened. So I'll be working on that. And here we are, the fourth chakra, heart healing would be really helpful, because the solar plexus and the heart are part of the solar power center. So you're blocked in your solar plexus, which stops you really standing in your power due to past issues with family and perhaps friends, but more family, I'm feeling. And really letting go of the past and just allowing yourself to drop anything that's no longer serving you. Can't keep attachment to these things, and take action and just move out of that energy. Forgive if you can, otherwise bring in the violet flame and just cut ties with people or events or situations that are still affecting you and making you feel like you that you're seen. It's more like how they see you and how you perceive that, and that's what you need to let go of. Yeah, so I hope that helps, Natasha. Not Natasha, Sandra. Michelle Foster, any messages for you? Yes, I can have a look. Sandy it was, sorry, not Sandra, Sandy. Right, I'll have a look. Thanks, Hannah. I'll have a look first in a minute. I'm trying to navigate all these messages. Okay, so Michelle, any message for you? Third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. So loving yourself and just strengthening your bond with those that you're working with and also in your family. Community and the thinking woman. So is it combining your spirituality with your work and your life, or do you feel like you're kind of trying to be two people and it's really hard to combine, keep your spiritual connection when you've got other people who perhaps don't believe what you do, who are judging you for beliefs that are outside of what their understanding is. And so I think it's a message to really keep your connection vibration really high and to just trust your belief system and the changes that have happened there for you, and not to allow people to bring in self-doubt and just really just stand in your power. That's the message, Michelle. So Hannah says, James is my partner. Do you see marriage and babies? And James, I'm surrounded by the darkness and light. I've been communicating openly with spirits, guiding me out of darkness that still lingers and into the light. That's really awesome. I'm not sure if it's the same James, but I'll just focus on you, Hannah. And I'll just pull a card, 3 cards, to answer the question about marriage and babies. I see you staying together. So, community, again, it's a 7. James, and storm warning. I don't think yet. I feel that you've got a few things to work out, and perhaps James has some things to work out. So perhaps in time, but a couple of years off. I feel there's a little bit going on there, and I'm not sure that you both need to work out, because that is, you both love each other, but there's still restrictions, or there's still issues that haven't been ironed out yet. So just stay, because the envy card, see, it's so not yet. Just make sure that you're both in a good place separately as well as when you're together, because if you've got separate issues, then when you're together they're just compounded. So and James, please commune with the archangels or with Creator, because spirits can be from different levels of the spirit world, or just connect to the Creator first and to the light before you ask them for help, because otherwise they're going to drain your energy and perhaps mislead you, and that can actually just cause more problems. So be careful with that. Hi Amanda, you're not too late. I'm just going to pull, Charlie says, oh, I'd love a reading for work and income. Tiraha is watching from Sydney. Okay, I'm just going to pull quick cards because I've got to go. This one is for Amanda Stevens. Look, this one keeps coming out, community. I'm just going to pull, this is for everybody. I think this is just a message for everybody. I'm going to pull the card out, connection with kindred spirits. Now's the time to really work out who are your kindred spirits. So this card shows 3 women celebrating ideas, celebrating, sharing ideas, supportive energy, your ever-present spirit community as well. It indicates an association of some kind. So it's a really good sign when this comes out that you've got people coming in that are going to help you move forward in your life. And so that's come out for you again, Amanda. So trust who comes into your life, and also trust that you're guided by spirit, by your guides. And we do have spirit guides, but we also have archangel guides, and by the Creator, of course. Sarah Murphy. The Temple Path. Just watch your thoughts and your words, Sarah. Make sure that you're always thinking positively and not engaging in gossip, and just letting go of judgment of others and yourself, and just always choosing the highest and best thoughts and actions for yourself, so that what you're putting out comes back to you. Annette Ferguson, this one's for you. Blossoming abundance. It might seem like it's a bit of a struggle, but actually there's growth there, and just keep trusting and making good decisions, and better things are coming for you. So that's awesome. And Tiraha, one for you. And then I'll do one for Charlie, and then I'll have to go. Tiraha, action. So there are some people dragging you down, but now you're starting to see that they'll never change, and you just need to think positively and move forward into the light, so to speak, but just put yourself first and just do what you need to do. But the light's winning, okay? Sandy says the reading was really accurate and helpful. Fantastic. And Michelle says, love that. Hannah says, you're in Victoria. Yeah, we were hoping to come to Victoria. Okay, and this one's Charlie. Because it fell out, I'm just going to do it again, because I wasn't really thinking of you, Charlie, and I'm thinking of you now. Work and income. Strength. You're really good at what you do, so back yourself all the way, and just try to change your perspective from glass half empty to glass half full, because when you know what you're worth and you're positive about feeling that you are abundant already, but you're just working on creating more abundance, then you will. So it's just about loving yourself enough. If it's not right for you, then you probably do need to walk away, because you're better than what they're paying you at the moment. So, and if you don't have a job, just be careful that you do value yourself enough to not kind of just go for anything, because you're actually quite talented, I feel. I have to go, guys. I love you all, and thank you so much for spending the time to be with me today, for your support and positive comments. I'm Victoria Cochrane. My website is victoriacochrane.com. I'm on every Wednesday at 12 noon. And next week, I hope to be coming to you from sunny Noosa, but we will see what happens in the COVID world. Much love to you all. Take care of yourselves and be kind to each other.